Greetings, Philadelphia criminal defense attorney Jordan Freeman here. It is February 24th, 2020. Coming to discuss the Harvey Weinstein verdict that just came back. Now, Harvey Weinstein was the now disgraced movie producer, and this trial carried on for weeks. He changed counsel multiple times. Jose Baez was involved. Ronald Sullivan was involved. But at the end, he went with an attorney Rotuno, who wrote an op-ed to the jury, kind of letting them know kind of the severity of this case and that they should find him not guilty, which came back with a gag order. The jury wound up actually found him guilty on 2 of the 5 charges. They actually found not guilty on the most serious charge, which would have carried a life sentence in New York, and that was for predatory sexual assault. He was found guilty on third-degree rape and a criminal sex act. The third-degree rape under New York statute discusses a person is guilty of third-degree rape if they engage in sexual intercourse or a sexual act with an individual who does not have the capacity to consent. And that incapacity can come from either age or intoxication, however that may come. Those are the big 2 that you usually see when you're discussing incapacity, at least in a sexual context. The jury was made up of 7 men, 5 women, and that may have played a factor. There's many discussions about what factor the gender, the sex of the jury panel made. But so next steps as far as Harvey Weinstein and his team are concerned, his lead counsel on this has already stated that she will appeal and that Harvey Weinstein will appeal this verdict. Next steps, once again, are sentencing. Third-degree rape is a Class E felony in New York, carrying between 2 and 5 years incarceration. As a result of that, usually the judge will hear victim impact statements as well as take into account his flight risk, danger to the community. Mr. Weinstein, last I checked, had a $5 million bail bond and was on ankle monitoring requirements. However, I believe from the last thing that I've seen in the news and that I've read on this case was that he actually would be remanded into custody immediately. Lest we forget that he also has pending similar charges out of California that are pending. So the judge probably realized that it was best that he be held on that. But you never know. There could also be more charges coming forth, more victims. They stated that there was some 80 plus women who have encountered Mr. Weinstein in a negative sexual way. So as a habitual person with facing multiple charges, it's important that even as a criminal defense attorney, sometimes the facts come out, and when those facts come out, it's important that we discuss them in a way so that people understand not only how the justice system works, but that if you do wrong, there's consequences. Until next time.